Good evening, everybody. Today I wanted to start a new playlist on English as a second language. Uh, I want to primarily relate it to the writing parts that are included in the writing section. It is reading and writing paper, which is paper one. And I wanted to start with part six, which is a summary, a new format. Is usually focused on giving some things that are mentioned in the text. Usually it is two of something and also three of something, and then making your prediction. So, in this text in particular, which is which speaks about how to make your diet more environmentally friendly, which is the topic, you need to give two reasons why we should eat less meat and dairy. Also, give two ways of making our diets kinder to the planet, and also state what you think about the future, whether people will make their diets more environmentally friendly in the future. Our word limit here is 100, from 100 to 150 words, which is not much. And when you have read the task, of course, there are several steps that you can make in order to increase your efficiency and beat the time limits, which are pretty tough, pretty tight in this examination format. The golden rule for each part is 20, a maximum of 25 minutes. So that's why I wanted to share with you a plan that I've prepared beforehand. So, what do we start with when we've received our task, or when we've already um, started our writing section? Of course, we need to read the task, there is no question about this, so we can highlight this as done. After that, so you read the task and the bullet points, which is essential to see what is it that you need to find in the text, and also what's the text about. It is given in the task, but still we need to catch some general information there. So point 2 and 3, they can go together actually. Not every student can do that, but in order to save some time, you can see that it is both skimming and skimming here, which is quick reading for general information usually. And I suggest two skimmings, but if you feel like you can do that, you will only need one skimming. So firstly, you can skim for the general information in order to see what's the text about, what topics are mentioned there, and so on and so forth. And after that, you can read for the details, for the particular information, which is the bullet points. So you really need to see these things. So in particular, our bullet points cover the following. It is two reasons why we should eat less meat and dairy, and also three ways of making our diets kinder to the planet. Here, sorry for the mess. So we remember about these details, and now we're looking for those reasons and ways. These are the main words also, reasons and ways, that we need to remember. So after that, we go to the fourth step, which is when you've found the information and you've highlighted the details in the text, you organize, you think about what's the best way of presenting these things. Also, it's a good idea to think beforehand about the linking words that you're going to use in the text. And I want to show you what I did before. So here's the text. I will put the link in the description to the past paper so that you could easily find it. This is part 6, the title, How to Make Your Diet More Environmentally Friendly. Here's the text. Usually it is around a page and something. Here it is 1 page only. So you can pause or go and find the past paper or make a screenshot of the text like this. Look through it and cover those steps that we've already made according to our plan. You can pause the video for some time. What do we do after that? So here is the step with the highlights. So I've also skimmed through the text twice, and I've found these particular details that are mentioned in the text. So once again, these are the bullet points, reasons why we should eat less, and also ways of making our diets kinder. So I've highlighted these things in the text. According to the point of the plan, I need to think, what is the best way to organize them? Obviously, as they go in the bullet points, I want to give reasons, 2 of them, and I also want to give ways of making our diets kinder, so there is no question about where these details, facts should be mentioned. These can be separate paragraphs. These can be also put together. So it depends on the way you want to structure your own writing. So I found that in yellow there are things related to the reasons. What do we have about the reasons? Damaging impact on the environment, have a higher carbon footprint, greenhouse gases, droughts, rising sea levels, also the amount of land and water that is being used encourages deforestation. So these reasons are given in a way that these are the consequences. So these are not really reasons, but these are consequences of people eating too much meat and dairy. So they're asking us to give reasons why we should cancel, why we should quit it. So we will need to present these facts in a way that they are reasons not to continue eating, which is slightly different but the same. So you just need to take into account that in the text something may not be presented directly, just like we have here. The second bullet point is once again 3 ways of making our diets kinder to the planet. So the information is in green. It is stop wasting food, avoid foods that are air freighted. Sorry, I haven't checked the word pronunciation, but I think it's freighted. We'll check it afterwards though. Try to eat locally sourced and seasonal fruit and vegetables. Try to consume more plant foods, increase the number of meat-free meats, and try free days. So these are the suggestions how we can become kinder to the planet. What are the ways of becoming kinder to the planet? Here it's given in a straightforward fashion that it is even said that these are the ways. So in comparison to the first bullet point. It is easier to spot and thus present. Mind that for the first bullet point we need only 2 reasons, and the second bullet point is about 3 ways. So we will need a we will need more linking words to present this information. And the third one is about our prediction. Usually there is some information given about the prediction, but I believe that it is always all right if you just state what you think here. Let's take a look at this paragraph. Maybe there is something recommended as part of healthy lifestyle. Well, not really. So it's more about concluding what you found in order to present a reasonable, readable, and logically correct ending of your summary. By the way, there is a list of recommendations given by the Edexcel in several books. Maybe I will make a review of them in one of the next videos. But I remember that in one of the books they suggest that we should not give any introduction. I think it's still a good idea to give a topic sentence at the very beginning to state that we're writing about our planet and the environment and how our diets impact, what kind of impact is made on the environment, and so on and so forth. So I think it's still a good idea. You don't lose much here. And we are, according to our steps, on step 5. So we found the information, well, we've highlighted, we've found everything, we've organized, thought through everything. We understand that there are some good linking words for us. Let's give just a couple of them to present a number of things. Obviously, this is something like firstly, secondly, and moreover, and to say more, and also another something, and in conclusion, and something like all in all. So these are some common linking words that are neutral in style, can be used anywhere. Here, one of the main difficulties is that when you need to present a lot of information, features, examples, a student may be lacking those linking words for a better presentation. So I strongly recommend that you just memorize some of them, at least 2, for both the beginning and conclusion, and say 2 for the body, because you will definitely need to present those things, and the body paragraph especially should not be clumsy. Sorry for the background noises. And it's a good idea to prepare yourself before. It's a good idea to prepare yourself beforehand, especially if you know something about the task. So here you definitely know that there will be 2 of something and 3 of something, and also your recommendation or your speculation about the future, which is already a lot. And point 6 is a very important one. I would say, by the way, that there should be the 7th one, but I will draw your attention after the 6th. So it is the final check. You check the word count. It is from 100 to 150. You introduce any edits if necessary. Usually there are repetitions, structures, and words that are repeated, so you want to see them. Gosh, the motors out there are raging today. The chair is broken. So, and also, the seventh point that I wanted to introduce is something that you can do when you have done everything, and you even can come back to reviewing what you've done after some other task. So say you have reading part 1 or 2 to finish, and then you simply come back to reread the summary. This is not something done on a regular basis, but I strongly recommend, if you have time and energy at the end of your examination especially, this point appears as a valuable one as well. So you definitely need to try it. And I also wanted to peek into the Edexcel grid. So they just summarize in a way that there is the indicative content about, you see, they put it in very short, which is great. You can check yourself that you found information which is about the climate and the footprints and everything. And there is also the ways of becoming kinder, which is foods and to eat seasonal foods and plants and meat-free meals and everything. So I just wanted to show you the way that we teachers see it in the marking scheme. I think this is the paper. Yeah, this is the mark scheme. And I think that's it for this one. I hope you will find these tips useful. If there is anything about writing summaries that is worth clarifying, just drop a comment. I'm always willing to answer your questions and give some additional details. Thank you very much for watching. If you like it, just hit that like button. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Thank you, motorists.